You're watching Talentera's Recruiter Playbook video series. Welcome to episode number 3, Why Questionnaires Rock. Meet Ricky the recruiter. He just posted a job for a social media manager on his career portal and distributed it to some major job boards. In just 3 days, he's received over 100 applications. Needless to say, Ricky is over the moon with the results. He dives into the pool of applications, applies all kinds of crafty search filters, and finally shortlists 20 strong applicants. Wow, Ricky's on a roll. He pulls out the 20 profiles again and starts comparing them to further cut down the list. And that's when he realized that he just hit a dead end. Why? Well, all these 20 applicants look pretty much same on paper. Everyone has more than 3 years of experience in pretty good companies, and each CV has all the buzzwords you'd expect from a social media manager. The only way out seems to be to call these 20 applicants for an interview and evaluate them further. 20 interviews? That sounds like a scheduling nightmare to Ricky, as his hiring managers are so busy that they hardly agree to 2 interviews in a week. 20 was simply impossible. Ricky was planning to pick candidates at random. He knew it wasn't the right way. But that's where Talentera jumped in to save the day like a boss. With Talentera, Ricky can send questionnaires. With questionnaires, Ricky now had a way to ask job-specific questions that can help him further distill the applicant pool. Ricky thinks about some smart questions. He chooses to ask candidates about their best and worst social media campaigns, samples of posts that they've written in the past, along with a few unique technical questions that his line managers usually ask. He creates the questionnaire on Talentera with its super easy question builder, adding all sorts of questions from text boxes to drop-downs to file attachments. What's more, he finds that he can even ask Talentera to score the questionnaires by assigning marks to the preferable answer for each question. That's just simply awesome. Ricky sends out the questionnaires to the 20 hopefuls. A few days later, he gets responses from only 8 of them who were serious enough to fill out the form. After reviewing the questionnaire results, Ricky was quickly able to spot 3 candidates who clearly outclassed the rest in terms of written skills, technical depth, and even culture fit. Ricky was able to make an informed decision for virtually no additional cost. From 20 candidates down to 3, Ricky was ecstatic. With questionnaires, he was able to dig deeper into the applicant's know-how, which ultimately saved tons of time and headaches. Phew! How about we take a look at how questionnaires work in Talentera? Here's a quick demo. First, let's see how you can set up a questionnaire template. Click on the Templates menu item on the left navigation bar and select Questionnaires. This brings up a list of questionnaire templates you've already created. Click on Add a new questionnaire template. You start off by giving your questionnaire template a descriptive name so that you can reference it easily later on. You then move down to adding instructions for the candidates using this rich text editor. You can be as detailed as you want here. And then next, you choose whether you want this questionnaire to be scored. If yes, then mention the minimum score that the candidate needs to achieve, below which they are automatically screened out. Then you click on Start Adding Questions. This takes you to this easy question builder. Click on Add a new question, type in some question text, and then select an answer type. You can choose from free text fields, drop-downs, rating scales, and many more. Select if the question is mandatory to answer, and if the question plays a part in the scoring, then choose the option so that you'll be able to indicate what the correct answer is. Since this is a drop-down field, you'll have to enter multiple options for the candidate to choose from, and for each option you can mention if it's the correct one or not. You can also mark an answer as a knockout, which basically means that if this particular answer is chosen by the candidate is automatically screened out regardless of what was done on the rest of the questionnaire. And that's it, you save the question. You can continue adding as many questions as you want in the questionnaire. Here's an example of a question where the answer type is going to be a rating scale. Once you've put in the question text and selected the answer type, set up your scale options, choose the correct answer, see if you need to mark something as a knockout, and that's it. Save the question and you're done. Need to reorder the sequence of the questions? No problem, just drag and drop. Finally, once you're done adding questions, simply hit save and continue. Make sure you activate your questionnaire from the template listings so that it becomes available for use elsewhere in the system. Okay, so how do you send a questionnaire? There are two ways to do so. The recommended way is to add a questionnaire when you're posting a job. In the job posting wizard, you'll be offered to ask candidates some questions. Here you can simply select a questionnaire you've already created from your templates. Now, when candidates apply to this job, they will be prompted to fill the questionnaire as part of the application process. The second way you can send questionnaires is from the applicant listing page for any job. Click on the Actions menu button on any CV record and then select Send Questionnaire. At this point, you can select a questionnaire from your templates or choose to create a new one from scratch. And that's it, you send the questionnaire to the candidate. Let's take a quick peek into the candidate experience. They receive an email with a link to the questionnaire. They simply click the link, log into the system, and fill the questionnaire out. Once they submit, they get a confirmation message and the recruiter receives an email notification about this. Finally, how do you review questionnaires? The first way to do this is to simply find the CV you sent the questionnaire to in the applicant listings. Click on Show All Questionnaires, find the questionnaire of interest when the list expands, and click on the View button to see the score and the responses. Alternatively, you can click on the CV link itself and then go to the Activities on CV section on the right. Click on Questionnaires from the drop-down list. This loads all the questionnaires the candidate has filled out. Click on View, and again, you can see the score and responses from that candidate. It's that simple. Got any questions on questionnaires? Shoot us an email and we'll be glad to help. Till next time, happy hiring.